Hello again. I'm just going to do another quick tutorial on one of the blocks that I've already finished for the quilt along. This is one of the three that I had finished before I decided to do the quilt along. So these will not have lessons to them. They're just going to have this video. So right here I'm just going to show you how I made my circles without using like a dinner plate or a template. I decided I wanted my circles to be 8 inches. And so I marked the center of my block, and I'm going to line up half of that of what my circle is on the 4, and I want to make a mark here on the end and a mark on the 8. Then I'm going to turn my ruler a little bit, line up that 4 on my center mark on the 8, and mark on the end. And I'm going to do that all the way around until I have quite a few marks. If you're really concerned with getting this circle perfect, you can put your marks a lot closer than what I'm doing mine. That way it's a little easier to connect the dots when we're finished here. But I'm just kind of showing you real quick, how I did it. It is possible without a template to make a circle. And basically that's it, and then you just connect the dots. And we're just marking our quilt, so these don't have to be perfect. Really, when I get them to be perfect is when when I'm doing the stitching, which for some reason always turns out better than what my markings do. I don't know. You think I'd be able to draw better than stitch, but yeah. So to show you real quick here how I do the one in the center. Okay, that's our center circle. It could be a little bit better, but like I said, I'm just trying to do this really quick to show you how I did it. And once again, I want to mark my center on my center crease down there at the bottom and at the top, and I'm basically just going to do the same thing. Go from my 4 to the end, and you can see here it's not exact. It will be exact on your, it won't be exact. It depends on how big you want your circle. But I decided mine needed to be 8, so I guess it's just your own preference, but basically I'm doing the same thing here that I did in the center. Is lining up my number 4, making a mark at the end, and what this is going to do is just make a half a circle. And as I'm still marking this, if any of you guys have any questions whatsoever on these couple of blocks that I'm just doing a video on, please just comment and, let me know what it is you have questions on, PM me. I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. Okay, we're just going to connect the dots just like before. Almost done. Alright. Then you're going to go ahead and do that for the top also, and then you'll have your 3 circles. Well, your 1 full circle and 2 half circles, I guess. Voila! Alright, now basically all we do is just draw in our feathers. Well, I didn't draw mine in when I made my block, I just stitched them on. But I'm going to draw here just to show you, since I've already got the block made, I'm not going to stitch another one. I'll just use my pencil here to show you where I did stitch and how I stitched it. And this is kind of sloppy, but I know that you get the gist of what I'm trying to show you, I guess. You kind of run one circle into the next. And I wanted this one to just kind of keep going. I didn't want to just go in a big circle and do the other ones in a big circle. I wanted it to be like a big line, big curved line, I guess, of feathers. And as I'm getting close to my other circle, I just kind of merge into it. See how I did that? And I'll go off and I'll show the other side of those feathers I just did. Basically the same thing. And again, I'm sorry it's kind of quick and sloppy, but that was the best way I could show you other than just putting on paper. I'm still amazed at how you can make some of the simplest things look so nice. I'm always trying to be creative and do things like that. Like this was a circle and 2 half circles, and then look what you get in the end of it, you know, it's crazy. You would just see 2 circles, you know, 3 circles, whatever, you think, what would you do with that? But then once you start doodling like us quilters do, and artists even, then you can just make some really awesome things with just something so simple. I just think it's just awesome. But here I'm going with the other side of the circles now, and I just kind of merge it into those. And I'm not really showing you, I guess, how I get up here, but what I do is I just travel through the feathers I've already made until I get to where I want to start, you know, on my next circle. And I do go up one side like I did the first time, but right here I'm just trying to hurry for video purposes to quickly show you what it would look like in the end. But yes, this side I would do just like I did the other side, go all the way from the bottom to the top, and then travel back down or bury your threads, and then, you know, go up the other side. But there's our 3 circles, feathered circles. How cool is that? It doesn't look like a circle and 2 half circles anymore. It looks like feathers. It's awesome. But then again, just like in some of our other videos, we're just going to do a crosshatch, a grid work. I'm not going to show you all of it, but I'm going in just a 1/2 inch, drawing my lines a 1/2 inch apart. After I get all the way across, you can do this on all 3 circles, and then you can turn it, and then do them the other way. And always line up your lines with the lines on your ruler to make sure they're nice and straight. And you do this, you know, all the way across on all 3 of your circles. And I'll zoom in a little bit here. Now obviously when you're finished you'd have a whole bunch of little squares, but this is how I stitched inside of them. Just freehand lines. And I did that throughout the whole entire thing. I'll show you real quick what mine looked like. Okay, now here is my finished one next to the one I just marked. And I will zoom in again. As you can see, there's my grid marks and the ones I just shown you when I sketched them out on my when I sketched them out on my material. You can see the freehand lines. And then for my filler, I just did pebbles and swirls again, but this time I added a little flower. I think I added 4 of them all together. Oh, and I outlined my feathers also, as you can tell right here. It kind of separates the feathers from the filler. And my flower, I found in this book, the 501 Quilting Motifs. I just went through it until I found one I liked. And I liked this one, just without the leaves. I took my tool, and I'm doing a voiceover right now, so I kind of know where I messed up, but what I actually am supposed to do I'll show you in a second. But basically this is how I got my transfer onto my quilt, is I used the tool transfer method. And now I realize what I did wrong. I found my picture in my book, and I took a piece of regular computer paper and I traced it. Oops. So that's how I got what I wanted. And then I take my book, get it out of the way, and I have my piece of paper. Then I take my tool and place it over the design on the piece of paper and then trace it with my permanent marker. And then I have my design on my tool. You don't want to mark on your book, that's bad. Put my marker away, and I have my tool, and now this is garbage. So I can get rid of my book. And then this is where I decide on my block where I want my feather to be, or I'm sorry, not feather, but my flower. And you take your preferred marking pencil, or the friction pens. I use a graphite pencil a lot, a blue marking pen, whatever it is you use that you like to mark with. I think I'm going to use my friction pen this time. I'll take my tool and place it over top where I want my design to be. Now you can either pin this on, or if it's something small like this, you can just hold it. I'm just holding mine just for video purposes to make this go a little quicker. And the friction pens, this is the first time I tried the friction pen with the tool, and it does work. Works beautifully. Put my lines in there, and ta-da, there it is. So yeah, that's how I marked my feathered circle block. So yeah, thanks for watching.